Hello, Robin Glassey here, clean white author and mental health advocate. And I'm talking about helpful tips and tools for ADHD writers. I've talked before about finding the best time of day to do your writing so that you're most productive. And if you haven't caught that, then take a look for that video. Once you've discovered when your most productive time is to do your writing, you then want to protect that writing time. You want that writing time to be sacred. So I want to talk today about 3 tips for keeping that writing time sacred. So the first tip that you can do that is to turn your phone off or mute it. When we get phone calls, then it interrupts us in the flow of our writing and we become really tempted to take that call. And believe me, I've had some calls that take like a half hour, an hour, and it takes that chunk out of my writing time that really I could have returned that call later. I could have talked to that person at a later time during the day. And I really only have, a couple of hours of really, really productive writing time. And so muting my phone or turning it off is just a much better way of protecting that writing time and taking that call at a later time. The second tip is turn off your Wi-Fi, because another problem that we can have as ADHD writers is this temptation to, we get to this spot in our draft where we go, oh, I don't have a name for this character. I'm going to go to a name generator, or I'm going to go to a name dictionary online, and then we get lost and we get sucked down this hole. Or maybe even you hear, the whoop of an email coming in and you go check it, and then you go down this email dark hole and online. So if you turn off the Wi-Fi, then you're not going to hear those sounds coming in of email, and you're going to remember when you go to search something, you go, oh, wait a minute, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to search for that later. And so you can actually open up comments on the side of your draft that you're working on, that when you have an idea for something, you just write that idea, type it in the comments, and you leave that for another day as, say, a research day where you're specifically searching things up later. So you can just do a comment, need to look up a character name. So that's the second tip. Turn the Wi-Fi off. And then the third tip that I have is use a timer. This is your dedicated writing time that you're using. And the timer can help remind you that, hey, I'm supposed to be writing right now. I don't want to get distracted. And if you set a timer for your writing time, then that can be that external reminder, oh, that's right. I'm not supposed to be doing a Netflix binge. I'm not supposed to be scrolling through Facebook or Twitter or watching funny TikTok videos. So third tip, use a timer. So I hope these tips will help you to be more productive during your designated sacred writing time. If you would like some more tips and tools for you as an ADHD writer, you just as a writer, whether you have ADHD or not, then like and subscribe, and happy writing.